Why are these
Babe.
lights on?
Babe.
Not in this car.
Stop
2 minutes.
David,
I'm
Gordy won't leave me alone.
Did you brush your teeth?
Gordy,
Which one
what
are
are
you
you
supposed to
doing?
eat?
Mom, Dad's in the
guys.
toilet again.
Yeah, she's ready.
Farted.
Oh my
Babe,
gosh,
Gordy,
what's that
get
smell?
your
Clean
shoes.
your room.
Gordy, was that you? Babe.
It's Mom. Mom. Another snack. Where'd everybody go?
I love you guys so much. Babe, are you in the bathroom again?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Herm's House. I am Herm, and this is my lovely wife, Christine.
Hi,
How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Oh, that's good. I am too. I'm super ecstatic. Ask me why.
You're super
Super ecstatic.
Super ecstatic. If I could talk today, that'd be great. Super ecstatic.
Yes.
Okay, why?
Anyway, we were at the bar the other night at Dos Hermanos Taqueria here in Tucson.
Mm-hmm.
We were recognized for our podcast. The bartender comes up to us and was like, "Hey, man, you guys the ones with the podcast?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, what? You guys do a podcast?" And I was like, "Yes, we do." Wow. He goes, "Yeah, my wife listens. She showed it to me. It's pretty cool." I was like, "I'm the most famous guy in Tucson right now, so."
David's first interaction with being famous. Ever.
Yeah, so that was pretty epic. So I just want to give a shout out to those hermanos over there, because that was
We love those.
we love going over there.
We
It's
saw their
favorite little watering hole.
quite often. The Mexican restaurant. It's here in Vail. I like it. Their food's really good. Their service is great.
Oh, the service is awesome.
I always have fun going there.
Yeah.
Always like,
We just take
meet
our
us at Dos
friends.
Hermanos. Yeah, our friends. Our friends
Absolutely.
and family.
It's our go-to spot.
Yeah. So that's pretty fun. How do you feel being recognized for your fame?
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was
Look at that
completely-
smile.
But I was completely like, us?
Well, me, on the other hand, I've been
No, I-
recognized in fame
I get it.
several of times. Oh, yeah.
Like with the Air National Guard, as I am sporting today,
Yeah.
75% of my military career was spent in the Air National Guard. And
I mean, kind of me too.
no, 100% of your career was spent in the Air National
No, I mean,
Guard. 100% of your military.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
75%.
I get what you're saying. I thought you meant like overall career.
No,
I was like,
I guess I've only had one career.
that's what I mean. So it's 100%.
75.
Oh, but Air National Guard, right?
Correct.
Got it.
I did 4 years of active.
You got me now.
4 plus.
I'm caught up. Maybe.
It's okay. Pretty bird. Pretty bird. Movie reference.
Are you-
Points if you can comment on what it comes from.
Okay.
Anyways,
Way to go and try and get some,
comment some,
some
point-
interaction.
yeah, points in it if you can comment on.
Now that you know people are actually listening, because for the first couple episodes, David's like, no one's listening. to
Nah,
the
my
show."
mom. What's up, Mom?
And I'm like, no, there's
My
people.
little
They
brother.
listen.
What's up, brother?
When I say give the people what they want, and you're like, there's nobody, and they don't want anything. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's-
no, there's people that listen. So thank you, everybody
We got 5 listeners. What up?
that's out there listening. We truly appreciate it.
Absolutely. But anyways, what do you want to start with this episode with? Do you want to talk about your hiking club fiasco?
No, that was really rude.
It was not rude.
It was so rude.
First
You
of all, it
called
was
me
hilarious. You caught me off guard.
out. Well, you called me out. So David Herm. Sorry, it's weird. I don't like to call you Herm. We'll tell that story because when we first started dating,
Yep.
I knew him as Herm.
I go by Coach Herm.
A lot
I
of
was
people.
coaching. You were my pitching coach for the girls softball team.
Yeah, but a lot of people. Everybody
Everybody calls me
calls
Herm.
you Herm.
Right.
And you've told everybody to call you Herm.
Right.
So I continued to call you Herm after we
And-
started dating,
Right.
and you were like, let me stop you there. Only my friends call me Herm.
Well, mainly those that I'm not intimate with.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of weird when we were in bed that one time and, called
Right.
you Herm.
True. Anyway,
He's like, you sound one of my
My
Air Force
homies,
buddies.
don't do what?
This is not
No.
gonna work.
Yeah. So anyways,
Anyways, so I
call me
saw-
Herm anymore.
No, call him
You
David.
guys can.
Anyways, back to the main story.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we were in bed. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we weren't.
We were at the office,
We were at the office.
and it was a training, and we were talking about centers of influence and just how people that you bring into your business can have an influence for you on their people
Right.
in their business. And then in turn, and so we were talking about different groups where you can find centers of influence.
Mhm.
And one of them on the list was an affinity group. Affinity. Group.
Affinity.
Not infinity.
Nope.
Not.
Yeah, it's an
you
affinity.
understand. Affinity group. So affinity group, and we were like trying to name off some affinity groups, and it was like your
Rotary Club.
Rotary
I don't even know what that
clubs,
is.
and they were naming off
Who's
different.
like the VFW things that you could. Chamber of Commerce, which we are members of. Here.
Right. And so we were talking about these groups, and one of the instructors had said, okay, can you tell me the difference between like the affinity group and maybe the Vail Chamber of Commerce? Like what's the difference between you going to one of those groups versus Vail Chamber of Commerce? And so I raised my hand like the good student I am, and I was like, okay, well, the Vail Chamber of Commerce is something that they're expecting you to talk about your business. They're expecting you to come in.
Networking.
You better have your pitch ready for what your business is. Whereas if you were to go to an affinity group like a hiking club, they wouldn't, expect you to be there talking about your business unless you're saying, hey, what do you do for a living?
So if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, my eyes just got big because of the fact that she used, of all examples in the world, a hiking club. Let me tell you why this is weird. I love hiking. I used to hike all the time. Me and my little brother would go. We'd go mountains, dude. We'd go. If you've been here to Tucson, we got some hiking trails, and I've invited you many a times to go hiking, and you do not go hiking. You hate hiking.
I do. I mean,
And the first thing,
hiking is, I need to keep busy. Like I need my brain to be busy. I have to be
I'm
doing
not judging you.
activities. Like we're walking, I'm like, oh, look, a rock. Oh my God, the rock's so cool. And then we keep walking, and it's the same rock. And then that looked like the last rock. And then that looks like the same tree, and that's a cactus. Is that a snake? It's not a snake. It's okay. It's not a snake, guys. It's a stick. All the dangers.
You
like-
seem pretty entertained.
No,
At least.
no.
Either way, I'm
it's
not judging you
entertaining.
for not wanting to go hiking. It's fine. We don't go hiking. I don't care. Just the fact that that was the first affinity club that you came up with was a hiking group. So of course, I'm like, hold up. She does not go hiking. She does not go hiking. And I needed to point that out because of the fact that I didn't want her
Had to.
to take away,
Had to.
because I'm the hiker here.
Yeah, so what he does is he raises his hand. Is like,
Literally said that.
she does not go hiking.
Wanted to point that out.
Yeah.
Those are our peers, bro. Like our working group.
Yeah, but he had to point out
Yeah.
that I don't go hiking. I don't like hiking. Why would I bring up a hiking club?
That was the first thing you went to. I was just blown away.
It's just the mountains were behind me in the distance, and I'm like, what do we do? What do people do here in Arizona? They go hiking.
Camping?
Hiking.
Like we would even go camping.
We don't talk about camping.
But
No one talks about camping. We
camping.
talk about hiking in
But
Arizona.
I'm saying you talk about mountains.
No, I mean, I think of hiking because I don't want to climb that mountain. Sorry, you're drinking your water. It's very distracting. It has so much ice in it,
It does get a lot of ice.
and every time you drink it,
you should get a straw.
if you're not watching this on YouTube, David keeps picking. You could probably hear it. I bet you
There's no way.
we're gonna be able to hear it on the
Not a
mic.
chance.
But if you can't, he keeps picking up his large cup. If you're watching YouTube, you see it.
It's my Cowboys cup.
Yes, and he keeps drinking
40
it.
ounces. I'm basically drinking a 40 right now.
And all I hear is ice, 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 and he's drinking it, and I'm like, I don't know, something right now. I'm just like,
Oh, you got a
well, you
straw?
stop. I'm trying to
Hey, you
talk.
do got a straw. Let me get that straw.
No, that's my singing straw.
Give me the dang straw.
That's my singing straw.
Fine. It's going to be nothing but ice.
It will be nothing but ice. But that's why I'm getting so distracted
There's more straws.
because I'm trying to have a conversation, and you keep drinking your drink with all the ice. I'm sorry. I digress. If you hear all the ice, that's him drinking his large cup of ice. All to say is that he likes to call me out in front of everybody that I don't go hiking. So for the rest of the class, I was the butt of all the hiking jokes.
There was 3 other people in that class. So
There wasn't that many
there
people.
was 3 other people. So it was 5
Yeah.
of us total.
Yeah.
You and me included.
Yeah, it was. We were the main,
Just saying.
and we were like the main participants, and we're talking.
Basically the only participants.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, look at us here.
Yeah.
With our, podcast. So this is basically like us
All the
in
time.
class all the
Yeah.
time. I mean, yeah, this is us all the time. So
And then
hence us
same
starting a
class.
podcast.
Right.
And yeah, now we're in the same class, so we can talk trash to each other.
Of
And
course.
but yeah, so he called me out, and so I was the butt of all the rest of the hiking jokes for the rest of the course.
Yeah.
Which is funny. I don't mind it, but still, dude, let me just be smart for a second. You
Man,
had to
be
like
smart,
just
man.
had to rain on my parade. Be like, she don't hike.
You don't hike. That's on you, bro. Anyways, whatever. On to the next subject. You have putting Gordy to sleep. What do we got for that one?
No, because we were talking about the other night because Gordy's new like habit that he does, because he's like regressed and he starts coming into our bed
Every
again.
night.
Which I don't mind it.
He waits till like midnight. I do mind it.
I don't mind it.
Of course you don't.
I don't. But so he'll now come into our room. I don't ever remember or know all the time
I'm
when.
like 50-50.
Yeah, but same. But when he comes in, he'll come into our bed, and I just pick the blanket up. He comes and lays. If I'm awake when he comes in, otherwise he'll just like scoot himself in. But he always goes to my side of the bed because I bet you if you try to go to David's, he would not let him. And knows that, so he comes right in next to me. And I think the other night is I went to bed early, and he tried to come into bed because you were still awake. I think you said it was almost midnight.
Yeah, I think I just put down my phone.
Yeah.
I was like just dozing off. I've been having issues sleeping, but I had like finally to where my face was like, okay, stop this. So I was like, sweet. Put my phone down, and not 3 minutes had passed to where you hear the little little knock on the door, his tiny little knuckles, and you always know which one's knocking.
Yeah, because Doodle doesn't like Doodle will come in and he's like knock knock knock, hey, like says something, right?
Right.
That's Doodle's entrance. And then Mariano's entrance is kind of a bang, right? Layla has this little like
Mouse knock.
it's a mouse knock, but it's like click 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 click, because that's how I know it's hers, because it's like anxious, it needs attention now. That's Layla's knock.
Sheldon Cooper.
Yeah, and then the baby, he does have when he wants to come into the room because he's testing to see if we're awake, so he does that little
Soft knock.
Unless it's like during the day, then he's like bang 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 bang, and then we know it's him. But yeah, at night it's the
3 minutes had passed. I hear the little knock, and he opens the door. I'm like, no, you have to go back to bed. So I picked him up. I carried him back to bed, and he was like, but I'm not tired. I'm not tired. That's why he wanted to lay with us, because he's not tired at midnight. Tripping. So
well, he's on spring break right now.
He's on, they're on spring break. So I walk him up, and I did the like I'll lay with you, and I mean I think that's a fair. What do you call it?
Trade off?
No.
I don't
Starts with a C. Couples do it all the time.
know. Cuddle?
No, never mind. Can't even think of the freaking word right now.
What are you trying to say?
Compromise. It's called compromise. I couldn't think of the word compromise. My word. Compromise. It's a good compromise, right? Like, yes, cuddle. Conjugate. Wait. Also wrong. Anyway, no. So it was a good compromise. I'll go lay with you until you fall asleep. He's like, but I'm not tired, so whatever. He lasted about a minute, and then he was gone. But of course, he fell asleep like on my arm.
Right, and a lot of parents, if you know and you have kids, and you're trying to put them to bed, especially babies or toddlers or little ones, and once you get them to bed, it's like a ticking time bomb.
Correct. So you have to like freaking Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, slide the arm as slowly as you possibly can, and I'm moving, and I'm almost my knees on the floor because it's a little twin bed that's it's low enough for me to have one thigh on the bed and one knee on the floor. I'm very flexible, by the way.
No, you're not.
I'm not. And so I'm moving my arm, and then Gordy all of a sudden, and I'm like, I stop.
Yeah, they just freeze. Then it's the do not move,
Don't move.
do not breathe,
Nope.
do not make a sound.
Don't. And then he wasn't waking up. He was just moving. Slid the arm all the way out. And then I roll on the floor.
Dun, 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 dun,
and then I grab another one of his stuffies that he has or whatever. Luckily, he's got some big ones.
Yeah.
So I picked one up and I
Was
just
it the Yoda? Was it the bat?
He was already sleeping with the Yoda. He's got a giant baby Yoda that's like his size.
Actually, it was mine, and then he stole it.
Sure, he's got a giant baby Yoda that was like his size, and I stuffed that one like onto his back so it kind of resembled where I was laying. slept there the rest of the night. So,
Yeah, he didn't come back into the bed.
you know, but it's so hard to have to get up every time that he wakes up and be like, I'll go lay with you.
Yeah, I'm not
then
doing that.
That's going to turn into, right, but then he's going to lay with us.
Exactly. You know how much easier that is for me?
You know,
For him
how
to
easy it is
just
for if you just, I
open
mean, it'd be easiest if I was like, just get your butt to bed. And then he'd go crying up to his room and then he'll fall asleep eventually, but
trauma.
trauma, whatever.
Yeah, but it's so much easier because I just pick up the blanket, lies
He
in,
doesn't.
goes to sleep, he's fine, and then he sleeps, and then he's fine. He's not going to be like this for long. He's not going to want to be
Okay,
hang out
Darius
with
Rucker.
us.
It won't be like this for long.
Even though it feels like a long time
It
sometimes.
feels like a super long time.
But
Then
I
see
just think
some of his
about like
videos.
my kids and they're older and like Mariano. Mariano slept with me a lot when he was a baby until he turned 2.
You had to.
And no, I had to what?
Weren't you living with your parents?
Yeah, but he had a toddler bed.
Oh, okay. But
So
I
he
mean,
had
you
a
were
and he had a crib. He had other means to sleep
right.
in.
But for the beginning, what, 8 months of his life?
He had a crib.
But I'm saying you didn't have his dad at the
Oh,
time.
well,
So
yeah, no,
you
his
were by
dad wasn't
yourself
trained.
in the bed.
Yeah, so it was a lot easier to keep him with me.
Right.
But he slept with me until he was about 2. Well, actually, until I had Cristiano. It was crazy because the night we brought Cristiano home, Mariano went and slept in his bed
Right.
the rest of the time. And from then on, slept in his bed. He did come back to our bed every once in a while, and he was always there, and he would sleep there, and I would have him there with me. But once Cristiano came around, then for the most part, he slept in his own bed.
Right.
Cristiano never wanted to sleep with me.
Yeah.
Ever. I would literally bring him to my
What
bed.
a blessing.
And then he would get up and walk back to his bed. And I'm like, oh.
That would have been awesome.
So Gordy has been a mixture ever since he was a baby. It was easier to keep him because you were adamant about not having him in our bed.
Not gonna happen.
He was like, no, not happening.
Nope.
Gordy's not going to be in our bed. He's going to sleep in his crib.
Mhm.
You were the first one to bring him into our
COVID
bed.
happened. That didn't count.
Well, and then like I breastfed him so that
Yeah.
it was easier just to like he's done eating
Flop it out and
and then
just,
he's right there in the bed.
yeah.
So you were first to be like keep him back in
He's
our
like,
bed.
he's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't fine.
No, and then you
Just
know
don't get mad at him.
right because because then after a while he was really good about going to his own bed.
Right.
And he wanted to sleep in his own bed.
Right.
We started him first like on his little bed in our room because at our house in El Paso it was a huge master bedroom.
Right.
Had enough space for like 3 beds.
Right.
But we had enough space to put his little toddler bed in there.
Thanks for taking me away from that house, by the way.
Okay, yeah. Another story
Another
for
drama.
another day. But he had enough space to have his bed, so we put his toddler bed in there. He was doing great with that. So then we moved him to the other room, and then he would sleep in there, and he was doing really good.
Yeah.
And he was actually, I mean, even moving into these other houses, like have done, because we were in that white house, then we moved to another house before we moved here to Tucson.
Yeah.
And he did really well sleeping in that other house in El Paso. And then when we moved here, he was doing really well sleeping in his bed there. Thank you so much for drinking that quietly. If you're not watching on YouTube, he's trying really hard to drink his water quietly. It's very appreciated. I very much appreciate it. Anyways, so
squirrel.
I know. That's why I can't. Like all the distractions, I can't. We need to focus.
Yeah.
Zero in. But anyways, so he was doing really good sleeping in his bed, but it was like been a couple months now where it seems like every night he's coming in.
At least every other night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even, we have a large bed, and it's not that it's just it's more of an intimacy thing in a sense of like that
For you.
automatically eliminates any possibility of spontaneity, if you will. And it's like, no, he's right there. So it's like, whatever. You gotta wait till he wakes up, and you gotta kick him out. And then, as we were talking about on the other episode, it depends on what kind of a day he's gonna have. He wakes up and he starts to whine, and it's like, oh, well, he's gonna be pissy. That's a mood setter right there, huh? You know, and it's just, it's not good for a long-term solution to just be like, yeah, just whatever, go ahead, lay down.
Yeah, but I don't. But I just know that it's going to go away because I have 2 other examples.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually,
right, and I have 0 examples. Even whenever Layla used to do it when she was a baby, then I mean, roughly Gordy's size, but she would do it in a much more convenient way. She would come in at like 4 a.m, She would not knock. She would just walk right in. She would not bother. She would literally push me, like, you move, and then get under the blanket and like kind of make me hug her. And by the time I woke up naturally, she was already gone. She was already eating breakfast. She was sitting down. She just needed a couple hours of snuggling. Bye, see you later. And that never interfered with anything. Not that me and her mom got along anyway, but it never interfered with anything in a sense of she was already go. She would leave on her own. We wouldn't have to kick her out. So it was just see you later.
Well, have you heard of the theory that
Probably not.
you might have? Why do you just listen first?
I don't look at theories like you do.
Anyways, theory.
Conspiracy theories.
We do. We listen because here we pass back like the reels and the memes and
Oh, sure.
theories all the time. No, you don't.
Okay.
It's rude. Anyways, theory that the kids, like the babies, they like are like I don't want to say the bad word. They're blockers.
Yes.
They block you from trying to create another child. Like it's a human like natural selection,
natural instinct type of thing.
natural instinct thing, because if you create another human,
no
it takes
longer
the
human.
attention away from that one and the nurturing, the food, all that source. It's kind of like a caveman kind of instinct kind of thing.
Our kid is a caveman.
Yeah. So I feel I've read that. I can't tell you where I read it or what my source is. It's a while back.
Probably a TikTok video.
Probably. Or not. Maybe. Possibly. But anyways, is the fact that they'll stop you. So if you ever feel, maybe you guys have, or maybe it's happened to anybody listening, that if you had an infant or a baby or a kid, anytime you're trying to get intimate with your partner and all of a sudden the kid is there either knocking on your door or maybe woke up from their nap or something to interfere with that intimacy, it's like they have this sense, like the sixth sense, that this is happening, and so that they need to like stop it from
Well,
happening.
somebody needs to get him a seventh sense and learn that his daddy got a vasectomy and it ain't gonna happen. So somebody needs to teach him. All right.
Well, I don't think they know that, but
Did cavemen not get vasectomies?
no,
Yeah,
they didn't
that's just
actually.
new technology.
Actually, that is big. I thought it was smarter than this, but yeah. So that's something that I've heard.
Yeah.
So I think about that sometimes when we're trying to get intimate, and any of our kids are like, "Mom."
But in fairness, yeah, you
Like,
hear the
what are you
opening.
doing? Yeah, you start. You're like, "Oh my god."
Yes, the fact that every time me and you are just cuddling or watching a movie or something, and Gordy does walk in, he generally tries to squeeze himself into the middle between us and just make his way in.
Yeah,
So,
but this was ever since he was a baby.
yes,
Like since he could move on his own.
right.
Anytime we would be in bed cuddling, like holding each other, he would get in between us, like make sure he was right where he could squeeze through, and he would wiggle himself, his shoulders, his whole body to wiggle and squeeze so he's in between us.
Talking about like not even a 1-year-old.
No, not even 1-year-old. He was like baby. And it's funny because we were like, this is cute, this is hilarious, but he continued to do it. He still does it to this day.
Yep.
Not as you can see though, he'll just put his little hand
It ain't as cute no more.
and put it in between to try and squeeze through him.
like,
And every
"Why you
once in a
gotta-"
while, because he's bigger and stronger now, you're like, oh, like elbow into the rib or like.
Which is another problem with him sleeping with us because a lot of times you'll put him into the middle, and then I start getting feet in my freaking face, and it's like, my dude, I'm gonna throw you out of the bed now because he ends up sideways. He never sleeps long ways like normal human beings do in a bed.
No.
He always ends up sideways.
Yeah, him and Mariano, which are the ones that slept with me often, are very active sleepers.
Yep.
Like Mariano.
And he talks in his sleep too. That's very coherently.
Yeah. No, Mariano didn't talk in his sleep. He would move a lot and kick a lot. You can ask like my sisters or my mom when they would watch him and he would sleep over and he would sleep with them. He'd be like, hit. The other thing that they do, like the boys that I've noticed, is they wet the bed. Sorry, Mariano. Sorry, Gordy, later on. But you would be sleeping there and all of a sudden you just feel like warmth. The warmth. And you're like, and you feel it at first, and it's that first initial, and then it's like, no!
Dang it.
Like, and then all of a sudden you're soaked, they're soaked, your bed's soaked. I just pull a Big Daddy though.
Yeah.
And if you've never seen the movie with Adam Sandler, Big Daddy, whenever he had an accident, he would put down newspaper on the bed. And so I just go and grab towels and cover it because I'm not cleaning this tonight. I'm exhausted.
It's 2 a.m.
Yeah. And then I just put the towels on until the next day where we can clean it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the other thing they would do, and you just feel that warmth, and you're like, oh no, dang it. But yeah, and Gordy does talk in his sleep. He gets that from you.
I don't believe you.
Yes, he does.
Well, I couldn't possibly confirm because I'm usually asleep when I'm doing it.
Correct. And it's funny because Gordy talks in his sleep, and he'll say clear, coherent things. So you're like, is he awake?
Yeah, are you awake?
But no, he's sleeping, or he'll laugh, which is
Yeah.
another creepy thing he
know.
does, and he laughs
Yeah, nothing creepier than a
No.
toddler laughing
in the middle
coherently
of
in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And it's dark.
It's dark, yeah. But you talk too.
Mm.
And it's funny because
Debatable.
back in my toxic days, back when I had
Or
trust
you
issues.
start
and-
asking some questions.
Oh, I was
Who-
asking questions.
And
You
it's like-
better believe when you would sit up and I would say, I'd ask you a question. Like,
Yeah.
oh, who? What girl?
Yeah, what was her name?
What's her name?
What's
What are
her
you doing?
name?
Are you
Yeah.
texting her right now?
I bet.
You want me to look in your phone?
Oh, you know what?
What's your password?
Let me see your face. Let me just face ID.
No, this is before Face ID. I couldn't do it, but you. So that's how I do know that you do talk in your sleep.
Sure.
You know, never caught you in anything talking in your sleep. So, yeah. So he gets that from you. I do move a lot when I sleep. I know that. So I think they get that from me
Mhm.
because I notice, like, I used to wake up and not know where I'm at because I would have moved myself
So far.
from sleeping like correctly, and then I'm like opposite, like you said, feet in the face. I used to do that where I'd wake up and I'm on the opposite side of the bed, and I'm like, what in the world?
Like as an adult?
Probably as a teenager. I
I'm
think
glad
that's
you
your
grew out of
last
that.
time. Yeah, the last time I remember doing that was a teenager.
Yeah, I'm glad you grew out of that.
I did. So see, these things don't last long. They grow out of him.
Teenager.
But
Pretty long.
I'm not a teenager anymore.
That's true.
And so I don't do that
believe me, I
anymore.
know.
And I grew out of it. So it doesn't last long.
Gotcha.
And eventually he'll grow out of this and not need us anymore. I say that, but then you see those sitcoms where like the baby's still around with like the mom and dad who
Right.
still wants to sleep in their bed and wants to hang out and be there all the time, which I would love.
No, I'm good.
I would love, them to stay around. Even when like the older ones come and like lay in our bed like at night when they're just chatting and
Yeah,
want
it's
to hang
super
out.
cool while they're chatting for like 7 minutes, and then after that, I'm like, so get out of my room.
But I love it. I just love that they come in. And it's one of the most special things for me is that they still like to come in and have chats and will come and sit in our bed.
We've made it
and talk.
very clear that they can talk to us about anything they want.
Anything.
And 99% of the time, they do.
They do. And it's great. And I love it because to me, I would rather them come and talk to us about these things rather than learning it from friends or people that
Idiot friends.
from TikTok. So it's the most special, especially when all of them do it, right? When we
Yeah.
have all of them in our room just chatting away, and
Right.
then you see them having the side conversations or having the conversations with us, and then we debate on
I
things.
have to mute my TV.
Yeah, but again, it won't be like this for long. They're going to be out of the house.
I
We're
know,
not going to
count
see
down the
them as
days.
often, and they're going to have significant others, and then we're going to have to share them,
Yeah,
which I'm not excited about either because I feel like boys always go with their wives, moms, and families, which I can see that because, like, I'm a girl and I have sisters, and I see that because we're always with my mom and we're always hanging out with my mom.
They live here.
They do, but
If my mom lived here, we'd be over there a
even
lot
when my
more.
mom didn't live here, I was putting a lot of effort to like, we need to go see, and we need to be with
Your
my
boys
family.
were here.
That too, but
Yeah.
but what you notice, and you probably don't notice this because you're not a mom and you don't pay attention
I'm
and
not.
things like that. But with
I'm old.
boys, yeah, they're with their mom. Girls, they're with their mom. They need their mom. They have their mom always. Like when when I was pregnant, like I always go to my mom. I go to my mom's house when I have the baby. I make sure that I always went to my mom or needed my mom.
Sure.
And I have had great mother-in-laws. And so like with the older boys, I would go to Julie, and it was great. I always had Julie and she was great, and I would go to her house and bring the baby and hang out there, especially
Mhm.
when Anthony was gone. And then your mom has been great with me and great with the
Yeah,
kids.
with you.
And yeah. But I feel like for me, I'm always going to turn to my mom first.
Sure.
First and foremost, always going to turn to my mom. I know that I can call on to your mom if needed for
Oh, of
advice and
course.
for things like that whenever. But I'm always going to go to my mom first.
Sure.
And so with boys, I think they're tough guys, and normally like
Have you met your boys?
no, what I'm saying is when it comes to their wives, and
They
it
give off
comes
all
to
the alpha vibes.
no, when it comes to the boys, like, and I mean, I guess in the future I would hope this and I would want this for them because this is what you do. You picked me first always.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Agreed?
Yes.
So in the future, they're always going to pick their wives. They should, to be fair. They should always pick their wives. And
Again, if my parents were here in even a remote proximity to what your parents were, it would be significantly more evenly divided.
Yes.
The fact that your parents are 23 minutes that direction and my parents are 9 hours in that direction, it is.
But I'm saying, like, when you look to turn to somebody to, like, talk to, or you need advice,
Sure.
or you need something like that,
Mhm.
you're not running to your mom first.
No, not me.
No, you're not. You're running to your brother or maybe a confidant, but you're not running to your mom. She's not the first one you run to.
I'm not really a run to anybody guy,
No,
though.
you're not. But I think and this may be just me and overly, but I just noticed that, and I've had this conversation with someone the other day, is that I'm gonna run to my mom,
Sure.
right? And you will run to me, probably, most likely. When you need something, you run to me. You run to me, or you know what I mean? It's not really running to your mom. And I guess for me, I want to keep my boys close, so they do run to me.
Sure.
Of course, I would want them to run to their wives because when they have wives, they should be most important. But
Or husbands. We don't judge.
oh, that's true. Husbands, whatever they choose, whatever they're choosing. But I would hope that, I'd want them to come back to me. But for the most part, they're probably not. They're going to be to their wives. Whereas I feel girls who have healthy relationships with their moms
Mm-hmm.
will run to their mom for that advice. And like I said, go to their mom for the first things. That's just how I feel.
I would imagine that my girl would, because she does have a tumultuous relationship with her mother, would and does run to me. But she also seeks advice from you. But I think she is still a daddy's girl and will be like, I'm going to go to my dad.
Yes. But she does. I think she would come to me first with some things over going to you.
Well, you're a girl. She's not going to come to me for pregnancy advice. The heck do I know?
Right.
I'll be like, just man up.
Right. And if my sons were to have gotten a girl pregnant, would they come to me? Would they go to the male figure? Would they go to, you know what I mean?
I would imagine that they would, at least your two, would probably come to me first.
Maybe.
Yeah, Mariano especially.
I mean,
I think so.
I
think he would be the first one.
I want them to come to me. So what I'm saying in all of this,
grow up, Peter Pan.
And that's why I cherish these times that they do come to me and they want to be there and chat with us. So as long as they can, keep them around, to keep them chatting and to keep them, because it's not always they're the teenagers. They come in the house, they go straight up to the rooms. They don't. How was your day? It was great. Did you do anything exciting? No. And I think we heard on the radio station like a couple of days ago on the Bobby Bones show, they were talking about open-ended questions.
Yes.
Like ask them open-ended versus yes or no.
Yeah, like what was something that you learned today?
And then my kid would be like, nothing.
I don't know. We didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You just sat in a corner and freaking stared at the wall? Well, no.
Then what did you do?
You did something.
No.
I don't remember.
So it's like even asking your teenagers open-ended questions
doesn't always end up the way you want it to.
No, it doesn't. And so I think it's great when they do.
Yeah.
And we catch them when they get into those moods when they're so talkative with us.
Yeah.
And as long as we're in like receiving modes, which I try to be in receiving modes when they are wanting to talk to us. Because sometimes we're human, we're not in the mood, or we've gone through something and we're like, ugh, and we don't want to. But I try to recognize that and try to, even with our phones, even if like we're on our phone, I try to give them my attention. Like you said, mute the TV. I try to give them that undivided attention.
Yeah, and that was just a joke. The muting. Because I'm still watching it. It's probably sports. Let's be fair. It's probably a baseball game or something, which baseball season's back.
Yes.
Next week.
Yeah, but I try. And I to have those conversations with them and be open. And I think that's why they are so open with us. And maybe sometimes too open. But it's great. I'll take it. I'll take it any day.
except for when my daughter explains to me that she is shedding a layer of her uterus that I just don't need to know. We can use metaphors like time of the month or Shark Week or whatever other crap you guys throw at me.
No, it's great.
Nope, she gives me scientific.
And we're just open about that poop. When you gotta poop, you
Yeah.
gotta,
Oh my God.
fart, you gotta anything.
She's
The
the first one
burping.
that's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go poop. I'm like, good luck. Don't fall in.
So ladylike.
Yeah.
But I love it because I'm
She's
not.
adorable.
And it's funny because you were thrown off by me not being ladylike at
No,
first.
yeah.
Like you were just like, what? You fart?
My mom to this day, has never farted in front of me. Or has never been like, I'm gonna go drop a deuce. Like, what? Like, that's just not how I grew up.
No. And my family.
And me and my
sis-
brothers were very we were very like, I'm gonna go poop. Like we're boys. Gross.
And me and my sisters were very open about our poops and our farts and all the things. I mean, we were like, like I was a tomboy. We played in sports. We were softball. We did all of those things all the time.
Yep.
So it's very like vulgar and very, we'd share everything. I remember one time I called Monique over because I pooped and it was in the shape of a heart. And I was just like,
I guess you probably didn't have a camera phone at the time.
no, there was no camera phone. So I would have taken a picture and sent it to her. So I had to go call her to
Yes.
come and look at it.
And she ran over and was impressed.
She did. She was.
Oh my God, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. And then,
Yeah.
we,
Not gonna lie, it's pretty
we
impressive,
didn't
actually.
flush it. Like, okay, I guess we flush it.
Goodbye, little guy.
Then you flush it.
See
And
ya.
stuff. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I was very open and very talkative about all of these things. And so I remember the first time I farted in front of you,
I was like,
you were offended.
did you just?
Like the most offended.
What on earth?
And I was like, what? People fart.
No. No, they didn't.
Yeah. I mean, I think still sometimes to this day.
Even Layla, still. If she has, even when she was a little girl, if she has, it was accidental. It was definitely not like Gordy walking. It was accidental. Still, she doesn't walk around and just And she played softball. She runs track. She's cross country.
Because she wasn't allowed from you. You probably like shamed her when she farted.
I never would have shamed her. I'd laugh. It's funny because it's my little girl. If Jessica had done it, I'd be like, oh, brother, oh. That would have been gross. That was her mom.
Yeah, no, but I think it's funny. Well, because now, I mean, and that's why I think God gave me boys. Because I'm just so brash.
Yeah, no,
That's the
that's
word?
no,
That's the word?
you got it.
Brash.
Nailed it.
With all of those things. And I guess that's why. And I got Layla, and Layla is the girly, but then she gets along well with that part of me as well.
Yeah.
And we're very open about talking about all of it. It's great.
Parenting 101, guys, take notes.
I know. It's great and it's hilarious. And even to this day too, like the safety. I don't know if anybody else, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you out there in this
I'm gonna go with 90% of our listeners.
yeah, our listeners, of
Yeah.
course, yeah, play the game where you fart
Mm-hmm.
or you burp.
Mm-hmm.
You have to say,
Burp,
yeah,
burp, say safety.
yeah, you do with that too, but mostly farting. So if you fart, you have to say safety, because if you don't, and the other person in the room calls doorknob,
Because the game is called
it's called door. Oh yeah, that's the game. It's called doorknob. And they call doorknob. You have to run and touch a doorknob.
There's never a day in y'all's lives that y'all actually hit each
We
other.
did.
No way.
Yes, we did.
No
That's
chance.
the only time.
Not actual hitting.
Yes, like punching. We'd punch them.
Me and my brothers would
But here's the thing:
lay
is
into each other.
we were on it. As soon as we farted, we said safety. Now here's the thing: is the person farting has the advantage in the doorknob game
Well,
because they know it's coming, right? But you don't have the advantage when that fart that slips out, and you're like,
Yeah.
safety. But if that fart slips out and you don't call safety, and the other person calls doorknob, well, you better run and touch a doorknob, or else you get punched
to the moon.
until you touch a doorknob. And then they have the rules because you're in the car and you fart and you don't have a doorknob. There's a handle.
Don't fart in the car.
No, don't fart in the car.
Oh my God, what?
But back in the day.
Oh.
Well, our farts were cute and they didn't smell like, these boys' farts smell. I mean, sometimes. Monique's farts, and all of you out here listening who know Monique know that Monique has the worst farts. And don't deny it, Monique. She won't deny it. She'll admit to it. Has the worst farts.
She will not.
That's my sister, Monique.
She will not deny it.
Yeah, she will not deny it. She has the worst farts. That's why she always won when we played Turtle. Another game. Another farting game. I told you.
How did you have more farting games than we did?
Very ladylike of us.
Yeah.
Turtle was a game we'd play. We played softball. I told you we played softball. So a lot of our friends would come over all the time. So sorry, friends and parents of those said friends who allowed their daughters to come over to our house. We play Turtle. And Turtle is you get a fitted sheet. And everybody gets in the fitted sheet. And you all, sit on it. And then you burp and you fart and all the hot breath. And the last person in there wins the game of Turtle. And of course, Monique always won Turtle.
Everybody likes the smell of their own brand.
Oh, it's so awful. It's so gross.
Oh,
We do this. This is the game we play.
Love you, babe.
I love you.
It's beautiful.
What is it? You married this.
You married. Never.
I don't play Turtle anymore.
Fairness, I would win.
Yeah,
You would
yeah.
not.
No,
You
that's why I always say, like, oh my God, the hamster that died in your butthole has come back for revenge.
He's got a time
It's
share.
some rancid. Oh my God. Oh, it's the worst. And
Protein. Been lifting.
yeah, but dude, like, you could go to the bathroom around the corner. It's just, like, if my fart smelled that bad, I would not fart, like, right there. And I know, they're gonna.
I highly doubt it.
No, but here's the thing. Do you know when your fart's gonna smell? Do you when you feel it come out of your butt, you know it's gonna smell.
Right,
Or the
sometimes.
pain in your belly you feel.
Okay, but you can't undo it.
But you know when it's gonna smell because there's some farts you're like, oh, that was just air. It's not gonna smell, right? You know the
No.
difference when one's gonna smell and one's not.
Mm.
Yes.
I think, because I know at least most recently since I've known Monique, she's been a let's go to the gym type of person. So protein is a significant portion of her diet. So for me is very similar.
Yes. But
So you can't really sometimes you're like, oh, I thought that was going to be terrible. And it was not. And
Okay.
then sometimes it happens and you're like, oh no.
but for
My
the
bad.
most part,
Also not my bad.
you
but my
know that it's going to be terrible because it's just this feeling that you feel in your stomach. You know that
Telling you.
you're like, this one's going to smell.
50-50, bud.
But I'm just saying, I know that if there's a certain feeling,
Coin flip.
there's a certain burn that you know it's going to smell.
You can't unburn it.
You can't unburn it, but you know that it's coming, so you can go burn it in the bathroom.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
You could. But here's the worst part. Here's one of the worst things you do sometimes. Is you're like, you fart, and then you get into the car.
I do it outside.
Yes, but it follows you. There's never, ever a time that you've ever farted outside of the car,
You can't cut it.
and it has not followed you. You can't cut it, but you can stay out there for another 10 minutes, or not do it at all.
We're in a hurry.
Yeah, I know. Mariano did it to me, too, the other day. Now that he drives, right? Because he went out to the car, ran out to the car because he wants to drive. Great. Okay, cool. Well, I'm coming in. I get in the car, and I'm like, you farted, didn't you? He goes, well, not in here. I was out there. I was like, oh, my God. It's nature versus nurture. Bruh. I was like, you could have waited. It always follows you.
You also couldn't have sometimes.
Ugh, it was the worst. It was awful. It was disgusting.
It happens.
It's natural. I get it. It's natural. But if you know it's going to smell, just do it somewhere else.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay, fine. Then I will not have mercy on your soul anymore. I will. Next time. Feel it coming on.
Again, that's a dangerous battle to
It's
pick.
going to be the wrath. Fine. It's
'Cause
a
I
battle.
do-
It's a battle. It's a
I
battle. It's going to
do.
happen. And if I can get it on camera next time for you guys, I will. Not the fart. I won't. I'll save you that. No. If it's hilarious. What if it's a funny fart? Oh my God, I can't. That'd be funny. I'm going to try.
We're not going to be doing fart things. Let's just
No.
throw that out there.
Okay, no,
We're
we
never
won't be.
gonna
We won't be doing any fart things. Ever.
Anyway. On to the next time.
No.
And then we done grossed out our freaking.
Half the listeners later like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, if you guys are still listening.
Women
now-
fart. How dare you?
My God.
Turning this off. This beautiful woman on my screen farts. Oh man, there go half my followers.
Doubt it.
I don't care. If you
probably-
can't handle a
probably
woman
gained
farting,
double. You probably gained more followers, man. That's some nasty about it.
there are some nasty people out there. Gross. Oh my God, can you imagine just like an OnlyFans You just want.
I'm sure
Can
there's
you
one out
imagine?
there.
There probably is. Where's an OnlyFans? You're like,
There's girls
imagine.
that sell it and
But listen,
send it.
but just picture it, right? Me all dolled up,
Yes.
all my makeup,
I
and it's just
guarantee
like sitting there, right?
guarantee
It's a
you.
video of me sitting there, and it's like,
It exists. It exists. And then you just,
gross.
it exists.
Anyways,
Guarantee.
I'm not doing that, guys. Not happening. Not happening at all.
You're all.
Yeah. I mean, if you call me and you tell me and you're gonna send me money for it, why not? I mean, there's pictures, right? You can make with the things that people do. Just crazy.
No, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy. Sometimes you're like, we need to pay this extra bill. I want to go on vacation.
You do got cute toes.
I
Just
know.
saying.
They need to be pedicured. They're not cute right now. They're due for a pedi.
Get on it then, bud.
Yeah. That's why I haven't worn sandals. To be fair, it's cold, too.
Has been.
It has been cold. And I don't like that. But it's funny that I bring that up because my friend was posting a picture the other day. Yesterday, maybe the day before. I don't know. Either way, she posted a picture. And she had these really cute high heel boots on and was wearing a fur coat.
Mm-hmm.
And she captioned it, boots with the fur. And I was like, boots with the fur. Have I been translating this song wrong
No, it's fur boots.
my whole life?
Like boots.
With like Uggs,
Yeah, like furry
Uggs.
boots, right?
Right?
Is it not?
That's what I'm thinking, right? It's Uggs because they're boots with fur. Those are Uggs.
I know it's like my mom's favorite song. We should probably ask her.
No. Is it the same? It's the same song.
Apple bottom
Jeans, boots with the fur.
With the fur.
See? But
Maybe it is a fur.
with the
a
fur
fur coat.
coat. But with the fur, like is he saying because she has the fur coat on and she's wearing apple bottom jeans, she's got the boots with her fur?
Or are the boots, or do the boots have fur on them?
That's what I mean. Like, are they Uggs? Because then apple bottom jeans, because that was a style back in the day, the apple bottom jeans, and you're wearing your Uggs.
Yeah.
That's
Is apple bottom like the butt, or is it like bell bottoms?
no, apple bottom is the butt. Wasn't that the brand?
No. That's what I'm asking. Like, is it accentuating the butt,
Yes.
or like the bell bottom? You know what I mean? Like,
no, it's.
I don't know if it was like a.
It's like she has her butt shaped like an apple.
Okay.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Well, no, because they say peach, so wouldn't it be peach butt?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we're obviously not that cool.
No. So okay, apple bottom
Sure.
jeans was
Yeah.
the name of the brand of the jeans.
No, I understood that.
But boots with the fur, is it boots like Uggs?
Yeah.
Because they have fur on them,
That's what I
or
thought.
it's you're wearing boots and you have a fur
Coat
on, or you got like a fur
Yeah, like a little
shawl or
boa or something.
yeah, boots with the fur. I don't know,
That's a good question.
right? I thought you would be able to help me with this
No,
one.
I have no
Normally, you're able to help me with these little conundrums that I have.
No, I'm with you on this one
Okay,
because I'm
So-
also now confused.
I mean, if you can comment and let us know,
That'd be great.
that'd be great.
I
Is
think
it?
a good debate?
This would be a good debate.
I hope we get people commenting and be like, no, it's like Ugg boots, and then everybody's like, what?
Yeah, because
No.
who sang this song?
I don't know.
Apple bottom. It's apple bottom jeans, right? Let me look this up. Apple bottom jeans song.
So we got
Flow Rider
Flow
featuring
Rider.
T-Pain.
Yep, T-Pain.
Yeah, apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. And then Shawty got low.
That's too low. Come on, those knees are not going to last.
But
that long.
listen. Okay, hear me out on this one.
Yep.
Because she's in the club with the apple bottom jeans
In
and
the
the
club.
boots with the fur. So why would you be wearing Uggs in the club? Or is that something that they used to do? This was more your time, club timing. I wasn't
Relax.
clubbing when this song came out.
Relax.
I was not clubbing when this song came out. So you tell me, in the club,
I don't remember nobody wearing no fur coats in the club.
that's also, right?
But I promise you, I didn't go to any clubs where anybody could afford a fur coat. So that's also a thing. I don't know, man.
Apple
I was
bottom
also never that
jeans,
cool. I listen to
boots
country
with the
music, bro.
fur. The whole club was looking at
We should probably
her.
Google it.
Baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the straps. Well, why would you be wearing baggy sweatpants?
So it would be very likely to wear Ugg style boots.
But
And we're just saying
a-
Ugg style boots,
right?
not
Or a
Ugg.
fur coat because you're wearing sweatpants. And she gave that big booty a snap. Well, is she wearing the baggy sweatpants or is the guy wearing the baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the straps? Because it says she turned around and gave that big booty a slap. So, wait, she slapped her own booty
Yeah, I don't know.
or she slapped his booty?
No, she turned and was like, bap,
But
bap. I'm like, you know when you turn and you just like, yeah, you give
no.
yourself a, Yeah.
But it doesn't say he gave her own booty a slap. He gave that big booty a slap.
Okay, I don't think he was referring to his big booty.
Or some other dude's big booty. Or maybe her friend's booty.
Doubt it.
Yeah, this song took a turn. I don't know. Boots with the fur.
Never thought to.
Think about it. I think if we
Analyze.
get more into these songs,
I don't want to. I don't want to.
we'll ruin them forever.
This is gonna go back to the freaking like we got to get the kids to maybe listen to some of these songs and have them decipher them for us and see what they think.
Yeah, we should. I think we need to film our next one.
We'll go all the way back to
while they're
Backstreet
still on spring break.
With was it girl you dancing kind of close? Yeah, we need to get them to listen to that
with
song.
the little poke coming through.
Yep. And we were jamming to that, like in 8th
like
grade.
a little poke.
Yeah.
Like you're poking her.
Yeah.
Like cute.
Yeah, it's adorable. Nope.
No, it's not.
It was something
Anyways, thank you for being part of this debate. And please help us.
Yeah.
Is it boots with the fur, like UGG style boots? Or is it boots, like your cute boots,
and
high
you're
heel
also
boots?
wearing a fur.
And you're wearing a fur
Okay.
of some sort.
No, I hope we
But
get some.
also fake fur. Fall fur.
Cool. Faux fur.
But
not
back
fall.
then, was it like real fur? I don't know. Anyways,
Again,
let us know.
Not the
Let us know
place
what
that
you
I was
think.
going to.
Well,
The Buzz in Phoenix or Scottsdale, I guess. R.I.P.
the Buzz.
It's called the Buzz.
Oh, it was a club. A club.
The club.
All the fam in the club are
Nah,
homies. What
nah,
is they
nah,
saying?
no.
All the people in the club are fam. All the fam in the... I don't know. See, we just had this video that we posted with the kids and doing their slang.
You have to excuse my friend. She's had a couple drinks before this.
No. Yes.
Yes.
Earlier. Hours earlier.
Hours.
I am not drunk. This is water.
Sure.
Water in my Star Wars cup. Yes. Yes, it is. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. If you don't know already, now you know.
Sign behind you.
Oh, yeah. It's always in all of our videos. So,
Sure.
hello. Okay.
Anyways, on from that, we wanted to finish this episode with a little. I saw one of those surveys on Facebook that most likely to, or who said, like I love you first, and it's just like him, her, me, whatever, and
like the couples questions.
Yeah, the couples questions.
Yeah.
So
this one though, we're doing
blind.
It's a blind. Yeah, I just pulled up some questions, and it's most likely to questions, not who was the first.
Right.
Because we could do those.
Sure, but it would be.
I will not remember, and he'll probably get mad, and that one will probably start a fight.
That's a lie.
Yes,
Yeah.
you forget our anniversary one time. Anyways, so
That's all it takes.
This one in particular is most likely to
Sure.
questions. Okay. So, who is most likely to forget to text back?
You.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
Yeah, that's always me.
Right, because then you'll
So
read it and be
sorry,
like,
friends.
I'm going to text you back. And then I'd be like, hey, did you respond to... So, crap.
I'm so sorry, friends. Because also what I do is I type out the text, and y'all see me here on this show. And if you know me, I get distracted so easily.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm texting and then maybe got another notification or
Or
someone asked me like, hey, look this up, or kids or something, distracted. And then I'm like, that person never texted me back.
Yeah.
Like, and then I overthink it, right? Because I'm like, are they mad at me?
Did I
they
say
hate
something
me?
wrong?
Did I say something wrong? Like, what was that? And then I go back to the text. And it's still there.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, do I send this now? Because like it
Yes,
was
you
either
should.
answering a
Yes,
question
it's a
or,
text, you should.
I always do. I was like, oops, I forgot to send this. I'm so sorry.
You
And I
also
do it
have that.
quite often. Quite often. So yes, I am most likely to forget to text back.
Next question.
Okay. Who is most likely to say something awkward to the other's parents?
What up?
Yeah, that's
Me.
you. You are
All
the awkward
day.
one. Always saying awkward
It's only
stuff.
awkward to everybody else. It ain't awkward to me.
But I don't think it's just parents.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
Friend.
Anybody. You're the most likely to say something awkward, period.
Yep.
Period. I think
What up?
I feel like I'm going to say something awkward, so I don't
So you
talk
don't say it.
I don't say it at all. But you don't think that.
Cool. 'Cause
You just say awkward things.
Sure.
Who is most likely to accidentally start a fire in the house?
You.
I don't know.
All day.
I'm too scared.
But you would accidentally do it.
Okay.
I'd be like, why did you mix those two things? I don't know.
But you were most likely to accidentally start it because you were being silly or...
Not with pyrotechnics.
Okay, yeah, that one's me too. This one you're going to automatically answer. Who is most likely to fall asleep during a movie?
Well, let's go with me.
You?
Yeah, obviously not.
Oh. I
Obviously.
missed the sarcasm there. I was like,
I
well,
can't
you
fall
have.
asleep during movie. It's rare.
It is rare.
Even if the movie is trash, I'm like,
Yeah, it is rare.
I gotta sit and finish this stupid movie.
You did fall asleep while we were watching Jurassic Park with Nana the other day.
That's true. That's true. That's a different circumstance.
And I was awake.
Yeah.
You fell asleep.
It was different.
But most likely to?
Yes.
Me. 100%.
Right.
We'll put on a movie and I'm like, yes, let's watch it. I'm so excited.
We're hanging out. Your Nana's living room is like a freaking cave.
No.
I love it.
It was in our house. We were sitting in our house.
Oh, but I was already. I put that movie on with full intentions of taking a nap. I was not like I was.
But most
I
likely
even
to.
put the pillow under the net type thing, bro. I was gonna take a nap.
Yes, but most likely
Yes.
to
You.
100%.
Immediately.
100%. Immediately.
Yeah.
Like the movie starts, I'm asleep. And we were watching like a series. And I'm like,
What episode did I
Oh,
fall asleep?
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. You were turned, bro.
because we're like, you asked me to, and you want to watch the next episode? I'm like, yes. And then I
Alright.
fall asleep.
2 minutes in.
Yeah, 2 minutes in. So that's me. Who is most likely to sleep in on Sundays?
Neither one of us really. Mainly you, I would say.
Mainly me. I think I'm the one who would rather stay in bed and sleep on a Sunday.
Yeah.
If it's during the week, you're most likely to sleep in.
Yeah.
I feel like during the week I have to be productive. If I stay in bed, I get anxiety.
Yeah.
You sleep in during the week because you could care less.
But I don't usually sleep in during the week because I've been trying to get up and go to the gym and stuff like
Correct.
that. So I mean.
But who is most likely to sleep in on Sundays? Yeah, that's me.
Definitely you.
Is this what says who is most likely to fall in love first? That's more like who fell in love first.
Sure.
In our
Definitely
case.
you. See this?
No, that was you. You most definitely fell in love
for
first.
sure. Have you seen you?
100% that was you.
Just saying.
Oh God, this one says. This says, who is most likely to forget your anniversary?
Let's just see. We're about to hit number 7 tomorrow. I've remembered, not tomorrow, next week. I've remembered.
Oh, you said tomorrow? You said tomorrow. Everybody on live, let's say live television.
On live television.
On our podcast,
Out of
Mr.
all-
Hermosillo said that our anniversary is tomorrow. Our anniversary is not tomorrow. Tomorrow
Next
is
Monday.
not our anniversary. It's next Monday. You, sir,
Do you want to
have forgotten
Do you want to compare this?
when our anniversary is, because it's the same concept. This was the same
Do you wanna
concept
compare this
that happened
scenarios?
to me last time when I forgot, quote unquote, when I forgot
you
when our
forgot.
anniversary is. No,
Right.
I just forgot what
It
day
was the
it fell
week
on.
of.
Yes, but the day it fell on.
It was the
But I
week
didn't forget
of.
our anniversary. I just forgot the day it fell on because you were like,
The 24th.
no, it was the Wednesday because you didn't say the
I
24th.
didn't forget.
You
I
said
just forgot.
the Wednesday. You said we need a babysitter for Wednesday. And I was like, why? What's Wednesday? And then he went off on me that I
I
forgot.
didn't go off on you. Don't make it sound like I went off on you.
Okay. Okay. You were very perturbed.
That's also not the right word. But she's trying, guys. Sorry.
You were upset that I forgot
thank
that
you.
it fell on that
Just use
Wednesday.
regular words. You don't have to be all smart.
I know.
It's upset. That's fine.
I like to. I want to broaden my Verizon.
You're killing it. You're killing it right now. Just keep it up. Just keep it up. You're killing it. Anyways.
That was me saying
The record?
vocabulary and Horizon. It's Verizon.
Verizon.
So-
that is our cell phone carrier. It is our 7th, and out of
It's
the
not on Monday, though.
7 that we have had,
But you just forgot today, so we're tied now.
out of the 7 that we have had, I have forgotten exactly 0 times, and you have forgotten once. So we're just gonna have
No,
to.
you just forgot right now.
By
Thank you,
default.
everybody. On live television
Go with you.
podcast.
Sure, we're gonna go with you.
You just forgot.
Sure.
But you know what? I'll say me because I'm very forgetful.
Yeah. Do you want to
But
know why
you
I said?
just forgot.
Do you want to know? Do you know when? Do you want to know?
Thank you very much.
The track of mind that I had right there.
What?
I was thinking of next week's
Yeah,
recording because we have to do it early
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we're going to Texas next
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
I was like, okay, well, we have to.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Just like I was thinking about other things when you asked me about. Anyway, I took this. Who is most likely to make a playlist for the other?
I literally
That's
made
you.
you one.
You literally made me a
Yep.
mixtape on a
Mixtape.
CD using LimeWire.
It's adorable.
Yes, you said it was LimeWire.
No.
You said, "Oh, you risked your computer's."
I know that was a
Giving me
joke.
STD.
LimeWire was gone long before
Then what did you use?
iTunes.
Did you buy the song?
I had already owned them,
Oh,
but it was
that's
also
even cuter.
because you could download those CDs onto like your hard drive.
Because you bought them.
Yes. Well, I bought the
You
CDs.
just made it super cute. I forgive you for forgetting our anniversary. Who is most likely to apologize first?
God, that one's hard.
I apologize first, always.
Okay,
100%.
I'll give you that.
Mostly because I do not like confrontation.
Yep,
So I'd rather let me just apologize so we can get through this and move forward.
I welcome it.
Yes. And it's like pulling teeth sometimes to get you to
I
apologize.
disagree.
It takes a little bit.
I've never pulled teeth, so I can't quite concur.
Have you had teeth pulled?
Yes, but I didn't do it. It was
But
easy.
Were
to
you
just,
awake during it?
Yeah, half and half.
And it was easy?
We just had this conversation.
Mine was awful. I had to break my teeth. They
I had
broke
a
it, they
hot
pulled it
captain
out.
that was like straddling me. I was like 19 years old. I was
I'm
adorable.
offended.
Why?
Wait, was it a guy?
Yeah, it was a dude.
Oh, it's military
Yeah.
captain.
No, she was just.
Anyways, next question. Who is the most likely to apologize first? That's me. Who is most likely not to give in during an argument, even when they're wrong? That's you.
Ooh.
That's you. Who is most likely to pull an all-nighter? That's you.
Oh, 100%.
100%. I cannot stay up to save my life.
I'm gonna go put the baby to bed.
Yeah.
That was
Even
your
when I
go-to
don't.
for years.
Oh, yeah. And even when I don't want to fall asleep, I fall asleep. That's me. Sorry.
Yep.
Who is most likely to commit a crime?
Well, I already did it, so.
Yeah. You're a criminal.
Because I'm a criminal. That's a good song.
Yeah. Who is most likely to dream about their ex?
I think both of us are equally like
Equally
no
not
thanks.
us. Who is most likely to go commando? Not me. That's you.
Stop.
100% that's you.
Don't
I cannot.
don't bother me
I
none.
cannot. I'm like, that's something might accidentally crawl up there, and that's not happening.
Make camp, bud. Oh, then go ahead.
Oh, these just got really dirty.
Oh,
I don't think
dang.
we're gonna do these ones.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
What? Yeah. Okay. Who is most likely to visit a nude beach on vacation?
Well, it wasn't a nude beach. We went to a topless one.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
You know,
Accidentally.
Accidentally.
Yeah, we didn't.
we were like, oh my
It
god.
was at the
Oh my god.
Wynn
Oh my god.
Hotel.
Look at the eyes, not the boobs. Look at
We
the
were
eyes.
staying at the Wynn. We only got to see one set. Let's be fair.
It was one set.
Yeah, and they
it
weren't
wasn't
even.
that
It
impressive.
was, but we got there all late. For all we know, there was all kinds of
Yeah.
talent.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyways.
But it would probably be me.
Yeah. I think it would you. You would be the one suggesting it.
And I would also be the one walking in naked.
You would also be the one that wouldn't tell me that we were going to the nude beach.
Probably true.
You would just show up and be like, wow, what?
I had
Naked
no idea.
people?"
I'm like, but you're already naked. I'm like, yeah, yeah.
Just
You're right.
walking out.
My bad.
As I look over and you're naked. And with that, I'll leave you guys with that image of your head.
Yeah.
In your head.
Is that the last one?
No, I mean, there's 150 of them, but I
Oh,
think
no.
we're good there.
That's good.
That's why I said I want to leave them with that
Oh, with the image
of you
of naked.
showing up to a nude beach.
I don't think your stepdad listens to this podcast, but if he does, he's already seen me in a little Speedo. And-
No, not just him. A lot of people have seen you in that.
Well, that's
little
fair,
Speedo.
but I'm just saying him specifically because this is the one that gets most
It's his
uncomfortable
favorite.
with it.
Yeah, it's his favorite
Yeah.
picture.
But hey, whatever. It was a denim print in Hawaii. I wasn't in the best shape either, so it was great.
It was the
Anyways,
best, and I
yeah.
love you. I love that. That's one of the things I love most.
What can I
is how
say?
you make me smile
No,
with
yeah.
the silly gestures that you do.
I try.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up.
All right, so after that, it's what we didn't, which is why we have children. Anyways, thanks for everybody. You guys have been great house guests, but it's time for you to go because we got stuff to do. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.